Hello, everybody. I am back. I'm back from my trip. If you are catching me live, please say hello. I'd love to know that you're here with me. I am kind of doing an impromptu live for you today because so many of you had asked me what makeup I was using while I was traveling, especially traveling in a lot of humidity in a really hot environment. And if you saw any of my stories, I did not have air conditioning for the 5 days I was in St. John. So it was a beautiful trip, and if you've never been there, I highly recommend it. It is just stunning, and there's so much to do. But I did not wear makeup during the day because I was mostly on the beach or on a boat. But I did do my makeup every single night because I went to dinner and I wanted to make myself look more presentable. So this is what I did every single night. And there was definitely a couple of things that I learned while I was there because I was so hot while putting on my makeup. I literally had a fan. Each of us had a fan in our rooms, and we carried the fan around with us as a stand-up fan every place we went into the Airbnb. So when we got a shower, it went into the bathroom. And then when I was doing my makeup, I put the stand-up fan blowing on my face while I was doing my makeup. So I learned how to do this makeup fast. And I kept it simple because I was just too hot to put on makeup. So I wanted something on, but wanted it to keep it simple, simple, simple. So, you know, it's hot here in the summertime. So I thought, you know what, you were asking, I'll show you what I did. One of the things that is essential to keeping your makeup really on really well in the summer and just looking perfect and keeping it simple is the foundation primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for you real quick. I did start my makeup with foundation primer. I was doing my makeup in the evening, and this does have SPF 15 in it. So even though it wasn't in the prime sunlight, you know, it was still sunsetting, and you know, I was still wanting a little bit of sunscreen, so I always use that every single night. And then I always applied the eyeshadow primer because in the heat and humidity, I just wanted to make my eyeshadow just stay on without it, like, you know, falling off my face because I was so hot. So I just put this eyeshadow primer on both eyes from lid to brow, and I actually put this in my brows as well because I have very little brow hair, so it keeps my brows in place too. I already put brow pencil on today, so I did just do brow pencil by itself. That's all I did for my brows while I was away to keep that really simple. And then what I did was I kind of went back and forth with doing either mineral powder foundation, which I forgot to bring it down here, or the CC cream. And the CC cream, what I did was, it has SPF in it. So I brought two colors with me because I have a little bit more color to my face, but not a lot. So I mixed the medium to deep, just a very small amount of medium to deep and a very small amount of light to medium because I'm not that dark on my face because I wore 50 on my face and I wore a hat. So what I did was I just did a little bit of CC cream on my skin, and then the day I lost power and we had no fan, I just used the mineral powder. And I forgot to bring that down here with me, which is basically foundation in powder form. And so I just used that as my foundation. So if you really don't like wearing makeup in the summertime and you want something super simple, the mineral powder, it would be your best option for foundation. But just gives me a little bit of glow, a little bit of coverage, additional SPF because it has SPF 15 in it, and that's all I did. And then what I did after that was I applied my concealer, and I used the light beige concealer under my eyes just to kind of give me a little bit of correction for the dark circles. And I'm doing this in a different place today in my house because the lighting is better here. So I'm juggling things a little differently. So I just applied this under my eyes with my brush and on my lids as well, really quickly while I was doing my makeup. And that just helped kind of conceal any little dark circles I might have had, or just help brighten me up a little bit. You know, especially when you're in the sun, sometimes your skin color might be getting darker on the outer rims of your face. And because you're wearing sunglasses and sunscreen, you know, your eyes might not be the same color around here, the skin. So I am wearing light beige concealer around my eyes. And I am sitting in very bright light right now. And that's all I did for my skin. And I kept that really simple. I would have put some mineral powder over this if I had it down here with me because that ended up being what I used the most. And the mineral powder is powder, you know, foundation in powder form, and you use this brush and you just basically go like this all over your face with the mineral powder. And it just gives you your coverage and your, it gives you the coverage you want and evens out your skin tone a little bit. And you might be thinking, well, hey, Gloria, hey, Mary Alice. You might be thinking, well, Sarah, why even bother putting foundation on while you're in this heat and humidity? And, the reason why I do that and the reason why, I always encourage you to do that is because foundation not only gives you that like porcelain perfected look on your skin, it hides any redness or any kind of imperfections you may have, but what it does is it protects your skin from the environment. So remember, most of our aging and damage to our skin comes from our environment. So you want to protect your skin even if you are so dang hot and you don't want to put anything on your face. That's why the CC cream or the mineral powder foundation would be a great option for you if you also feel that you're affected by the heat, or if you live in Florida like Gloria does. You would love those two options as well. So right now I'm just putting the liquid eyeshadow on in Light Beam, and that's what I kept on my eyes, keep my eyes looking nice and bright. And then I just really kept my eyeshadow simple. And I was surprised that this is what I resorted to because, and I wanted to show this to you because, this is something new that I've been showing. And this is the new, right here, the new warm pink eyeshadow palette. I love this palette. I love both of them, but this is the warm pink. And all I did was I took the lightest pink in the palette, which is right here. I pretty much only used these two colors the entire time I was there. And I just took this all over my lid with a all over shadow brush and took it all the way up to my eyebrow, just like that. And then I took the same brush to keep it really simple and fast. I took the same brush and I used the second color right here. And I just applied that in my crease with the second color in that palette, the warm pink palette quad that just came out for summer. And that was my eyeshadow. That's it. And I just think that this combo is just so, 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 so pretty. I love it. And that's it. That's all I did for my eyeshadow. And what I did next was, I'm going to leave this eye bare so you can kind of see the difference. I'm an eyeliner girl. So for me, even though you might think, oh, eyeliner is such a pain, you can skip eyeliner if you want to, but I did do this while I was away. I just did a really small, thin eyeliner right along my eyelash line with the black pencil. And this was super hard to do, I must admit, while I was away, because the mirror was not as close as I usually am used to getting to close to my mirror. You have different mirrors in your bathrooms, so it was harder for me to get my eyeliner perfect while I was away. So I kept the line really thin and tried to keep it really tight to my eyelashes so I didn't have to worry about fixing it or smudging it. And all I'm doing is taking that little eyeshadow brush we have in our travel eyeshadow set that we had around holiday season, and I'm just smudging it. And I'm just taking whatever's left on that brush from the smudging it and taking it underneath my eye. That's all I'm doing. So I didn't do anything other than that. And I love this brush that comes in that little travel set because it's a nice point to it. And it's a shorter handled brush. So when you can't see very well, it makes it easier to do your eyeliner. And I was definitely in that circumstance this week. Next, all I did was I did mascara. I think mascara is essential no matter what. So I just did the lash primer because in the humidity, I wanted my mascara not to have any chances of running because I did not bring waterproof mascara. I just did lash primer. This also lengthens and conditions your lashes. So I just did a little soft coat of lash primer, the clear lash primer. And then I just did Lash Love mascara, the skinny brush. And I just got some on my eyes. I just did a top coat. I just did like 1 to 2 coats of mascara on my top lashes. And I did do a little bit on my bottom. But if you are somebody who sweats profusely, you can totally skip your bottom lashes if you feel like that's a problem area for you. I don't really have a major sweating issue. I was hot, but my makeup doesn't usually go anywhere, but I'll show you why in a second. So I'm just gonna let that dry on my eye because remember the rule is when you put mascara on, if you get it on your skin, let it dry completely and then it will flake right off. So I'm just leaving that on my eye. I'll get it off later. And then for my cheeks, I just took my cheek color brush and I brought these 2 cheek colors, which was Rogue Rose, and this is Rosy Nude. And I just applied that to my cheeks. Just right through here to give me a little bit of pop of color. And I kept that super simple in that sense And all I did next was my lips. Now, I went back and forth between just plain lip gloss and lipstick, but most of the time I just did lip gloss because I wanted to swipe and get out of there. So I was using either the new Confident Pink, oh no, this is Ballerina Pink, I'm sorry, Ballerina Pink lip gloss, or the new Hopeful Lilac. And the Hopeful Lilac was the one I used the most. So I just used that on my lips. And I love this lip gloss. It's so pretty. My lips hurt really bad right now because I made a big mistake while I was there. I did not put sunscreen on my lips. So my lips got burned, and I just did the satin lip set on my lips to get all that dead skin off. And I've been putting the lip balm on. It feels so much better. And that's all I did for my makeup. But the key to the makeup, and you can see the difference between my eyes and how simple that was. The key to my makeup and keeping it perfect in that heat and humidity with no air conditioning, because I was outside most of the time, was the Mary Kay finishing spray. This stuff is the best. So all I do at the end is I close my eyes, and I actually did this, and then I stood in front of the fan and let it dry. I just closed my eyes, and I sprayed my whole face. I did lots of sprays because you can never have too much. And like those little dots you see on your face, those will just dry. They will not dry like dots on your face. And that was it. And I would stand in front of the fan, let it dry, and it stayed perfect all night long. So that was my simple makeup routine while I was in the heat and humidity in St. John. And it took me less than 5 minutes to do because I had zero tolerance to stand in the heat while doing makeup. So if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me.